Well, it's official. The guy went ahead and sold on his 70 Chevelle over here. And the thing is, there was two fellers really interested in her, and the guy felt really bad for the guy that didn't get her, so I did the right thing and made him a really, really good deal on the 71 over here. Great. So today we're going to get her ready to go down the road, and we got quite a bit to do actually, and I got about an hour and a half to do it. I don't have a watch on. It's supercharged, so we're going to snip that off, put a new intake and carburetor on her, dial in the old air, fuel, and idle. Got to fix the timing on it. If you remember from the last video, she got a titch hot, so I'm going to take care of that right now and put in a brand new cold case radiator, and that'll fix that. And last but not least, we're going to put some tires and wheels on her. I'm going to keep these rallies for a Camaro project I got going on behind the scenes over there. The good news is I got light and heat, that's great. The bad news is I got a universal Walmart toolkit and a screwdriver. I'm sure it's fine. Let's just get started. I don't like working on shiny stuff. I just don't. Gumdrops and bear cubs and little spaghetti noodles. Hey, happy holidays to you guys, by the way. It's Christmas 2019. So, guy might be wondering, why are you up at the old house, eh? Well, there's a foot of snow outside, and she's still just coming down. And I don't think she's going to make her into the shop, so we're just going to have to make do here. But like I was saying, this tool chest behind me, I robbed her to she's empty. So we're just going to have to try to do this with limited tools, which, well, basically that's every day. So really, I'm fine. Here's what we got under the hood right now. That's the weiand 142, and she's on that 355 Chevy. And, don't have a plan, but I think where I'm going to start is we're going to be in the anti-ice cube lines here anyway. So I'm going to drain on the radiator. And then basically all of this has got to go. So we'll take the carb off. That's a boost reference carb. That's going to be junk on the new intake. So I got a different one. Of course, the blower's going to come off. Then I got to change the timing curve as well, so we'll get into that. Probably wondering, well, why am I taking this off if I sold on her? And the reason is I already get the anxieties when I sell stuff. I don't want it to go wrong or break or the guy not be happy, so I don't want to sell it with the blower on it. She's got a leak and seal, and I think it needs rebuilt, Teflon in it, and it's not a street-friendly car. I mean, the high compression with the blower on it and the wrong cam and the wrong gears and the Super T10 and the wrong rear end. I mean, it's a bucking bronco on this thing, and it's just not a very friendly driver. So we came up with the deal to take her off, and I'd put some other stuff on. I want to do right by the guy. He's driving a long way. Wyoming, Kansas, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, get in there. These are nice. They either work or they strip. Well, since it's draining at an unprecedented 1 pound% per week, I'm going to start wasting some time and take some other stuff off. Yeah, get out of here. What is this now? Oh, still got bolts in her. Yep, way too shiny. I really like these lids, especially if you're drawing in a lot of air. They've proved many times that carburetors like it right down. The guy's got more money into this Holley than my pending liver transplant. So I'm going to throw that up on the top shelf and just hang on to her for future use. If you like taking your lower radiator hose off, I like you, but there's something wrong with you. It just makes a mess. What you want to do here is take your Mouth Sucker 500 and flip her over to the Ice Cube Polar 200 mode. Drop that lower radiator hose off and snip it into here, and it'll suck all that up right in the tank for you. And then you could do the same with your heater hoses. Just jam them in here and that'll suck that heater core dry. Then you have 14 less messes. And if any gets on the floor, you just snag that right up. I wonder what Arnold Schwarzenegger's doing today. Show you this blower here now that I got the carb off, and don't blast me, I'm not an expert on these, but I'll give you some of the basics. Reason these can go bad prematurely: wrong cam, case vacuum, and backfires and heat are two things that really kill these, and I've had both. We had some pretty bad backfires dialing in the timing in the air fuel mixture, and that just destroys the Teflon on these. So here we see the rotors in action, and as they come around here, this is that Teflon strip. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, but I clearly have some damage on mine. There's one that's lifting, and then that one, my carburetor leaked a ton of fuel, and it's just shot. And then there's some scratches. I must have got a piece of debris in there as well. The good news is it's tight. I don't hear any bearing or issues there. But essentially how these work is the belt drives the pulley, which drives two gears, which runs the rotors. And this is compressing and speeding up the air and forcing that into the cylinder heads. So if you change your pulley size, it's gonna increase or decrease the speed of your rotors, which will then give you less or more boost. These come out of the box 5 to 7 pounds of boost, which is, they say, 40 to 50% increase, somewhere around there, don't quote me, but yeah, I'm going to take this off and send her to the blower shop and have it rebuilt, and then I'll just stick her on the shelf. Well, let's get the snout off, and then we'll have a lot easier time getting the dizzy out and then the upper radiator hose. Then we could flip the blower upside down too and get a little better look at the rotors. Get it off of there. Seems like yesterday I just torqued these suckers down. No, it doesn't. Listen up now, we're gonna come up and I'm just gonna set you right up here and we're just gonna have a look. Everything's fine. Don't fight me, let's go. You want to make sure you use your lower hinge completely. Use no other muscle. Oh. At least these are light. No, they're not. Here's a view from the bottom. All right. When you're working on someone else's garbage, don't get in a hurry and mark your number 1. That's really going to help you getting her back together and stabbing the dizzy in. For me, it's easy. I always make that one the number 1 right after my. So it's always universal for me. Super easy to remember, but you never know. Some people got some weird stuff going on. Distributor. Come on now. That looks great. No unusual wear. I've already got all the boots off. So this guy should come right out. And I'll rearrange these wires and dress them up when I put them back on. Well, we can go on ahead and crack the intake off. I forgot that it takes a 98 million point socket, so 3 days later I'm back from the shop. And let's get her off. Well, that's interesting. I just got my thermostat out and it's actually stuck open. Kind of surprising because I think that was like a $30 Mr. Gasket one or something. Guess I'll go with the old cheap Napa next time. These guys are pretty handy because it's quick getting your units out, but they also rattle loose really easily, and then these tops always fall off. What do you guys like to use for holding your valve covers on? Bleep bloop it down below in the comment box. I'm always looking for new stuff. Great. Let's look this over. Yep, nothing missing. Good to go. It'd be nice if I could not put 32 gallons of coolant into the valley here. Come on now. Oh, come on. There she comes. Well, the guy's really happy with this. It's very, very clean. I've only ran Royal Purple on her, so not that surprising. Not that it's bent or missing or wrong, so I'm just going to peel these old intake gaskets off, clean everything up. Remember, you got to be careful. I like to jam paper towels in your intake ports, and you want to really limit the amount of crud you get in there. You know, as you get older, these bellies just, you can't reach like you used to because they bind you up. I'm gonna grab me some eye shields for this side. She's kind of just coming right back into the old mug here. Didn't have any eye shields, so I just made one quick. This will work just fine. Well, I got her all cleaned up with the whirly woo. And I'll just leave them paper towels in there now until I'm ready to goop on the new one. And then I hand cleaned it out with some gunk rags, just any of the dust and stuff. Got the lower blower pulley off. And then I'm going to continue to kind of clean all the nooks and crevices in there and whatnot. What are these heads? Fuelies. Anyway, got the old blower off and got the engine dolled up, ready to put back together. Nothing's got broken yet. Thank goodness. Why is there an oak tree behind me? I don't know. I gotta run down to the Carburetor Shop, pick up an intake and carb. Dan and Pat down there are getting it set up for me. Awesome shop, Forest Lake, Minnesota. If you guys are in the market for a carb or intake or need some fuel injection parts, you should give them a call. They have, I mean, unbelievable prices. I actually found them on eBay a few years back. They ship worldwide. Actually, I'll put their link down in the description. I don't get paid a penny for saying this, by the way. They're good folks, so check them out. But if you have a thought on what you'd run on this Chevelle for an intake or carb, bleep bloop that down in the comments box. Interested Holley, Metalbrock, Quadrajet, be nice now. Don't start any fights. But that's going to do it for me today. It's Saturday. I want to spend some time with the family. But we'll be back with part 2 and we'll throw an intake carb, get her all dialed in, recurve the timing. And we got to, I mean, he's on the way. He's probably almost here. So I got to have this thing purring like a sewing machine. That doesn't make sense. It's fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, do that. Hit the notification bell. Be sure to check out Teespring and the website as well if you want to get yourself a snazzy cactus or a shirt or any of that other stuff. Appreciate you guys' support very, very much. See you next time. The old back isn't what it used to be. It just isn't.